Yo, what's up, everybody? So it's been announced Google Fi is here. Apple, OnePlus, Samsung devices are now usable on Project Fi service, and yeah, and it's called Google Fi now. And so I just kind of wanted to answer some questions about it and talk a little bit about it, the benefits of actually joining up with Project Fi, and if you guys are considering it, here's some information for you guys, just so you guys can take into consideration. Now, you'll find a lot of comments on the internet basically talking about it. I see them all the time. One of the major concerns that people have is that it's $80 for basically an unlimited service for one line, and that's way too expensive. And to be granted, it is. When you compare it to other companies like Boost, Metro, Cricket, it is pretty expensive. Technically, the way that Project Fi or Google Fi works, it's kind of like a hybrid of what their old style plan used to be and unlimited service. Before, it just used to be where you would bill $20 for talk and text, so that's what they call Fi Basics, and then $10 per gigabyte. So if you use 10 gigabytes, your bill would be $120. But they realized that competing against MVNO companies with that kind of plan, it wasn't going to work. So Google Fi came out with what's called bill protection. So you are billed $10 per gigabyte, and when you reach the six gigabyte mark, which would be $60, they stop charging you. From then on forward, you're not billed for data. So you're billed basically $60, and then the $20 Fi Basics, which makes it $80, right? Assuming that you paid your phone outright, you didn't put it under installment billing, your bill would basically be $80 plus tax. Now, people will say, well, that's still too much for unlimited. And yeah, it is, except for the fact that with Boost, Cricket, Metro, and other MVNO companies, you're using one service provider. So whether it's T-Mobile, Sprint, AT&T, or Verizon, you're using one. On Project Fi, you're using three. You have T-Mobile, Sprint, US Cellular. So you are getting more on an unlimited service type basis for $80. So can't really be too upset about that. I mean, what other carrier is going to say, hey, your device is covered? If you're in an area where Sprint sucks, the T-Mobile data will kick in and you'll be on T-Mobile's network and you'll be running just fine. No other company can say that. So the caveat to all of this is that even with bill protection on, if you pass 15 gigabytes of data per month, you will then be slowed down until the next bill cycle. Now, Project Fi is more on like trying to, they're also trying to give you access to Wi-Fi. So if you do have Project Fi, you have access to like thousands of Wi-Fi hotspots in your city that you can connect to and run off of. So that is the reason why. Now, if you're someone that totally needs unlimited, like you don't want to have to worry about data and being slowed down and all that stuff, then Project Fi or Google Fi is not going to be for you. One of the big benefits of Project Fi is that it works internationally. You guys don't have to take my word for it. Check out Android Authority's website. Look up when they used Project Fi when they went to China. I think it was like the end of last year or beginning of this year. And you'll see. Not only will you be able to use Project Fi service out there, but the firewalls, say like China doesn't allow their users to use Facebook, right? So you can't access Facebook on any one of their internet servers out there. But you'll be able to from your Project Fi device. The firewalls do not compromise Project Fi or Google Fi. So benefits is that international travel, you're covered, right? You don't have to worry about looking for a different service provider and swapping SIM cards out and all that stuff. Now, they do have a list of Fi capable devices. People always wondered why Motorola and LG were thrown into the mix, and I've got an answer to that. You guys got to think about it like this. So yes, Google Fi capable devices like the Pixel devices, which can smart switch in between, obviously, why not? The reason that I feel like that Motorola and LG were some of the first to be Fi capable devices is because they were a part of that technology when it first came out. So if you guys remember, when Project Fi first came out, the Nexus 6 and the Nexus 5 were devices that were Fi capable. Nexus 5 being made by LG, Nexus 6 being made by Motorola. So they don't have any issues as far as building a capable device that can utilize the SIM card that Project Fi or Google Fi has. Now, we are seeing iPhones and we are seeing OnePlus and Samsung devices now being accepted. This is a great marketing skill because one, iPhones, people who are just diehard iPhone fans, you can get them on service with Project Fi now, so they can utilize it, right? Now, if they want to be able to take advantage of the major Fi features like smart switch between networks, having access to those Wi-Fi areas through Project Fi, and then also the little things like visual voicemail and things like that, they would be able to utilize that if they switched over to a Fi capable device. Well, if you're on Project Fi, you have service with them, now you can take advantage of looking at the devices that they have that are Fi capable, comparing it to your current device that you have, and you can make that decision to buy a new device. And if you do, you fully jumped over. Those are just some of the things that I think about when I think about this big move that Google Fi is doing. They are making strides, and they are starting to make a noise in their corner of, the mobile service providers. I've been with them for just about a year. I think February would make a year coming up, so I would actually be like a full year with Project Fi, and I've never had any problems with their service at all whatsoever. Anywhere that I traveled and went, I've had steady, consistent service. And when I mean steady, consistent, I haven't had drops. So driving 14 hours to the Midwest from here, and my Boost mobile line would cut in and out or drop to 3G. I didn't have any drops on Fi at all. Not even drop calls. Calls were clear as a whistle. So that speaks volumes for the service. And now, of course, they're going to allow more things on it. We'll see how it goes. But another big benefit to having Project Fi is they give you data-only SIM cards. I know T-Mobile does something like this too. I think T-Mobile is the only one that did. But you could have a Project Fi line, and then you can get an additional data-only SIM card for like your iPad, for your Android tablet, or even if you want to carry a secondary device as a backup device on you. I mean, there's no having to like pop out SIM cards or anything. You can always carry two phones on you. Of course, I have my Google Fi device, my Moto X4, and if the battery dies on this, I have my Honor 8, and I can still get phone calls on it because your Project Fi number can link up with Hangouts. So all my calls are getting routed to Hangouts. This phone rings anyways. I can answer the call, take the call over data. So that's some of the other benefits there. And if you're a YouTuber who's into reviews and stuff like that, you can always test out an unlock phone's capabilities just by popping in one of their data only SIM cards and just using it like that. Most people today only use data anyways. Hardly anyone ever calls each other anymore. So that's the benefits. And you can get more than one data only SIM card. And so it kind of works out, right? That's just some of the things I wanted to educate you guys on Project or Google Fi now it's known as. And if you have an iPhone, you've been waiting for it, now's the time to do it. Go ahead and sign up and get you a SIM card and use your iPhone on Google Fi if that's what you really want to do. And if anyone's going to sign up, I do have a promo code in the description, which will get you $20 in Fi credit. And that's the last thing too I also want to talk about is that Google Fi gives some pretty good promos. You may not get a free phone, but they do hand out a lot of Fi credit. The last major one that I saw was if you bought a Pixel 3, or if you bought two Pixel 3s, you got $799 in Fi credit, which that would apply directly to your bill. So if you bought the phones outright, you're good. If you bought the phones on installments, then you would only pay your bill for the installments of the two phones and not for services, because that would be covered till you run out of those Fi credits they gave you. So they do hand out quite a bit in Fi credits. But yeah. So anyways, that's it for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed what I had to say on it, drop a like. Leave a comment. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment. I'll answer it. If you guys want to add anything else I may have missed, please feel free to do so to help out our fellow friends on here, so that way we're all informed pretty well. Link in the description for a promo code. If you guys sign up with Google Fi, you guys get $20 Fi credit on top of whatever promotion you guys decide to take advantage of from Project Fi. Again, like I said, check out their website so you guys can know all the ins and outs. And that's it. I'll talk to y'all later. Till next time. Allah.